Welcome back to Chastastic Gaming. I'm Chastastic, and today once again we're playing Sonic 3. Now we're on the actual final stage of Sonic 3, and then we'll move on to the Sonic. Oh, you damn frog! We'll move on to the stages. Excuse me, from Sonic and Knuckles. Now, I may have said this before, but I didn't actually I didn't own Sonic 3 myself. I actually only had Sonic and Knuckles, which was actually, I thought that was such a cool cartridge. Anyone who's not familiar with that should definitely go check it out. Very interesting looking cartridge, as it had a slot for another cartridge on top, because as I've mentioned before, Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were originally the same game. Let's go along the zip line. But because of because of them actually being part of the same game, it does come up with some balancing issues, especially at this part of the game, because of course this being a final stage is a little bit more difficult. But then there's like a drop in difficulty with the. Oh, shouldn't hit that. There's a drop of difficulty along with the Sonic and Knuckles stages. Oh, fire. I got hit by the fire. Whoa, that was lucky. The stage actually saved us there, because I would have totally got hit by that. There we go. Let's try not to drown. Yeah, and so every now and then we do go through these pipes. Very Mario-esque. Oh. Firing all the way through the level, and some power-ups. I think I'm getting really lost in this stage. I think this is quite a large level. We're forced to be underwater here. Oh yeah, that was something about Tails. If you go as Tails, you can not just fly, you can fly in the air, but you can also swim underwater, which of course is a skill that Sonic doesn't have. The reason for that being the designers of Sonic actually originally thought that hedgehogs couldn't swim. In saying that, I wouldn't have thought a hedgehog could swim, but apparently they can. Oh, there we go. With this bubble shield, as long as we can keep it, we don't need to. Oh, as long as we can keep it, we don't need to worry too much about oxygen, which is always a good thing. Having no risk of drowning is always a good thing. Yes, we got up here, so that has made him an absolute breeze. I don't think we were supposed to be able to do that, but we did. Oh, and that was smart, Tails. Just do some more of that. That'll definitely get you far. I would have just assumed that Dr. Robotnik would have been on the actual ship rather than, oh, he was going for this platform. That makes sense all of a sudden. So if he's not in his egg carrier, what is he in? And right away we lose that. Brilliant, Chaz. So is that like a second version of his egg carrier? There we go. We avoid the spikes. Oh, that was lucky. And so he has this sort of spike ball that goes round. Oh, each time you hit him, he gets slightly faster. That makes a little bit more sense. As a final boss, before I knew the whole Sonic and Knuckles was originally the same game, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was originally the same game, I actually thought this was very anticlimactic for a final boss. Very similar to, if you've seen Sonic CD, the final boss in Sonic CD, yes, I find it really difficult to hit him for the first couple of hits, but after that he just gets pathetically easy as you go along. Essentially he's in this sort of cross pattern, and as soon as you knock off one of the prongs on his cross, then he's pretty much easy, because you've widened the area that you can hit him in. Oh, there we go, the Death Egg, which is totally not a Death Star with a mustache, has been knocked out. See, when you think about it, there's actually a lot of things in Sonic the Hedgehog that are actually like based off other things, like the whole Supersonic thing being Super Saiyan, and Dr. Robotnik's egg carrier obviously being the Death Star. Okay, and so here we go. Knuckles pays us a wee visit, having a wee. So he's obviously had something there. I wonder what that was. Let's have a look-see. Because we only got 2 emeralds, we cannot unlock Hypersonic. I think I might go back and do some magic later on to let us have more emeralds. Okay, here we go. I'm actually not very... Oh, this one's easy. I was literally going to say that I'm not very good at the blue sphere games. I'm not aiming for a perfect, I'm just aiming to get the actual emerald itself. Because this is the second of the emeralds that you collect in Sonic and Knuckles, which I always found the easiest, to be the easiest. Oh, there we go. And which should take us to 4 there. Excellent. That one was fairly simple. Pain 3, there we go. We got a Hyper Emerald or Super Emerald or yes, one of those. So those weird mole things throwing the mushrooms don't actually do you any damage, but they'll propel you in a direction you don't really want to be going, so it's best to avoid them. Weird insect thing, dragonfly. Oh. This was something that I could never get the timing on. And those butterflies. There's a lot of insects and things like that, and moles, and you can tell this is such a first stage again, but it ramps back up with flying batteries. Oh, come on. It ramps back up with flying batteries on. There we go. I think I now know where we are in terms of big rings. There's another big ring down the corner here. Round down here. And if we just jump through here, and ding. Ring, ding, ding. So I'm not 100% sure what happens if we enter the ring stages now, because we don't have any more of the standard emeralds. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Okay, so we've got 40 more to find. There we go. There's 18 right away. Actually, this is fairly painless. It's getting a little bit on the quick side, but I feel like we've got a handle of this. Oof. And final one. Boom. It didn't matter that way, it wouldn't bounce us back. The problem with areas like that is you need to collect the emerald and then jump before you get bounced back, because if you get bounced back, you will run straight into the red sphere that will be remaining. We've got a Chaos Emerald. I'm confused about how this is working. I mean, does that mean we've got a new emerald? Does this mean that we've got another opportunity? Yeah, going around here, if we go slowly, then we can actually go down this way and get another emerald. So this level might be exactly what we need to catch up. Oh yes, I remember this. Now the secret to this one's only go through one side, don't go through both sides. And it makes it easier for you going back later on. Let's hope that we haven't doomed ourselves. Oh no. Right. It is possible to jump over two spheres at once, but it's extremely difficult. So here we go. Oof, that was close. So, oh come on, not again. And this is getting a little bit hectic for me. Why am I wasting my time collecting these rings? And then the next one, and that is us. It was getting a little bit, it's a little bit on the fast side, but we worked it out, and we didn't screw ourselves or lock ourselves in any corners or anything like that. So that's never a bad thing. So I think it might be the case that we need to collect all of the Chaos Emeralds again before it will actually let us... I'm not sure how it works with the Master Emeralds. I think I might have kind of screwed the situation up there, but we will find out. Now this boss would have been significantly easier if we had a fire shield, but this'll do. Because you can, he is very simple, you just... Opportunist. There we go, that wasn't too difficult. And we'll take that for the next level. That is brilliant, that is. That is a nice thing. 3,000 for a time bonus. I mean, 2 minutes 40 for a first stage in a Sonic game, that's a very long time. Considering my average time for Sonic 1 and 2 is like less than a minute, less than 40 seconds for both of them. Well, less than a minute for both of them together, but because well, Sonic 2 is the Sonic game that I put the most amount of time into, so you could imagine that I would be able to do that quite quickly. So there is a change of season now. We've gone into a sort of autumn sort of colour scheme. I'm trying to remember where some of the big rings are. I know there's one near the end of the stage. It is really funny playing this stage today because I was noticing when I was looking out the window earlier on. Oh, but slow down there. Oh, damn it. Every time I see one of these wee nooks and crannies in the wall, I always assume there must be a secret. And when that's not the case, I get a little bit sad. And the big ring that we were looking for, I hate those things every time. There we go. So the big ring that we're looking for is down here. That takes us on to collect some more Chaos Emeralds. I think I'm a little bit lost. This level's got... Oh, that was close. I think I've nailed... I'm gonna say that and then totally curse myself, but I think I've actually understand the jump that I need to jump over to a lot better than I used to. Oh, no. Oh, and I've ruined it. Ah. One misstep, one turn where I shouldn't have turned, and I ruined it. Oh, you... Oh. And we got robbed out of our shield there. But this stage kind of mixes it up. This stage boss actually mixes it up a little bit. It is sort of a chase sequence, which is really cool. Oh, you... There we go. That's him broken. And he crashes into the wall. So the screen transitions and the transitions between levels, it was really cool how they actually seamed them all together. This one, of course, being the fact that the flying battery actually flies over the top of us just now, and it's controlled by a mole, apparently. So it's piloted by a mole. Is that supposed to be him having his laugh, or is that the noise that his machine makes? Is it like Dr. Wily and that annoying screech? Anyway, I think that's been a couple of levels we've beat on this. We've managed to collect a couple of Chaos Emeralds, which isn't always a bad thing. But that's been all for this episode. But I've been Chastastic of Chastastic Gaming, and you have a fantastic day. Bye!